Setting up my station before the show was very relaxing to me. I liked knowing that as soon as I was run off stage, I knew exactly where everything was going to be. From my skirt to my makeup, I had a lot of little toys and buddies from over the years that would share my station. My beautiful Laduca boots, those are my first ones. And my hats, making sure all my makeup was sorted and ready, and my fan to cool me down as well as help everything dry. Before the show, I would paint my hands to help with the time they would take in that 14 minutes to be able to just focus on my face. I had black fingernails and really enjoyed this time to prepare and get ready for each show while I was painting my hands. It was my time to focus and get in the mood. Here's my quick change running through the hallway as I was on my way to change into my green lady out of Gulch. I would always start with the forehead because I felt like that was the longest part that took to dry, as well as it was easiest to put on my eyebrows first before anything else. Putting on the paint really feels like almost putting on a permanent mud mask. It was cool and refreshing. Getting in all the little nooks and crannies was always difficult, but with a nice solid base of the green, it was easy and ready to go on to the next steps. Drawing my eyebrows, they went through a lot of different shapes over the years, but this was what my final look looked like when I was on larger stages when we were in Saudi Arabia. All my buddies! Oh, so then I would do a lot of under contour, nose contour, cheek contour, making sure that I had enough depth that from the last row in the audience, you'd be able to see the defined shapes of my face. This was very therapeutic to me, and I enjoyed every single moment of making myself green every single night. It was many steps, and it took a long time, but adding all of this highlight, contour, and beauty to my face. Yeah, I'll say beauty. And jamming out with Meg. Love her so much. Of course, we had no laughs whatsoever. There's Miss Meg. Love her. We would always have wonderful jam and talk sessions. What is she doing? Finalizing all the details with the warts and the contour really was the final touches to make sure that this was a fabulous We'd have a lot of jam sessions while I was finishing up the details. My warts, my eyebrows, maybe spraying her occasionally in the face with my setting spray. She was just a joy. She'd help me get dressed, help me get my wig on. Dance party.
And the death bush. And the death bush.
Meg and I would make up lots of stories about what Munchkins did in Munchkin Land. Silly witch getting on stage. Final details complete. Let's rock and roll. 14 minutes later. Cape's all ready and set to get on stage. Meg would put my cape on, and here I go into Munchkin Land. Boom! There were a lot of backstage things that we had traditions of doing. Jacob peeking around, saying hee-haw. And then out of my scene that you just saw, that was my going up the ladder to be on the Tin Man house, I would put on my harness and get ready to fly. Here's a short segment of me flying in the air. Audience here. Flying is certainly my favorite part in the show. I had an amazing flight crew over the past 2.5 years. Another amazing backstage tradition. That is the amazing Megan. This is one of my favorite scenes in the show, and working with her on stage was absolutely energy to the full max. I've never worked with a fellow actor that's made me feel so amazing on stage. My broom is actually quite green, as well as my shoes, as you can see in these photos. Act 2, I would put on my more beat-up boots because they'd be easier for me to dye and do my full one-legged squat as I went through the death hole. As you can see, they're quite loved. Watch me die. The death hole. It did have another name. Click my evil shoes. Post-death organization.
Well, that's it.
After 468 shows, it's time to say goodbye to my green girl. I've been the Wicked Witch of the West and Miss Gulch for over 468 shows, and it has been such an honor to perform for all of you. If you've seen the show, please comment below. I would love to thank you myself, because this is why I'm an actor. It's for you. It's not about the money, not about the fame. I just love telling stories and influencing lives. The amount of children that I've met throughout the country, the amount of adults I've met, I have so many stories I could tell about the amazing local crew and local artists that I've met all around the US, as well as in China, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. It has been such an honor to play this role, and I hope Margaret Hamilton is smiling down at me. She is such an amazing actress, and it has been such an honor to bring back this role to life on stage. So, again, let me thank you. Because even though my heart is breaking to give up my green, confident skin, when one door closes, another window opens. And I am determined to fly through that window, even without my broomstick. Thank you, everyone.